टेल मी समथिंग, जब हम कह रहे हैं कि एक बिजनेस फैमिली में आना, ये सब कुछ अपने इर्द गिर्द देखना, इनिशिएटिव्स लेते हुए, द स्पिरिट ऑफ गिविंग इज देयर. Monas, I would have imagined you going to a business school. Or on the other hand, you went to IVS, you went to an art and design school. ये किसका डिसीजन था? ये आपका डिसीजन था, फैमिली का डिसीजन था? I would love to know that.
मैं 12 साल की उम्र का था और उस वक्त जो है CNN नया नया ब्रॉडकास्ट होना शुरू हुआ था.
Okay.
So there was the People's Television Network. They would broadcast CNN throughout the day और शाम में NTM की ब्रॉडकास्ट होती थी. And I saw this ad on CNN. It's a black background. We see a black background behind me also. And it's just like completely pitch black. Yeah.
Okay.
And we see this basketball. Comes out of nowhere. And the way every ball is, it bounces. With every bounce, it will bounce lower and lower because of gravity. It's natural. तो इसके ऊपर एक नरेशन चल रही है. और नरेशन ये चल रही है that your business is like this ball. And it's going to bounce lower every time until you start advertising. And then magically that ball starts bouncing again and it bounces out of the frame. And you can't see any special effects or anything. But I still can't figure out उस ज़माने में उन्होंने कैसे shoot किया होगा. But then that thought stuck in my head. How did they shoot this? And I was in love with the simplicity. और उसके थोड़ी देर के बाद जब NTM की ब्रॉडकास्ट शुरू होती है और उसके बाद किसी पॉपुलर जो है वो अपार्टमेंट बिल्डिंग का जिंगल चलता जो कि किसी या तो ईस्टर्न सॉन्ग या वेस्टर्न सॉन्ग की जो है वो कॉपी बना के और उसके अंदर जो है वो झनकार के साथ जो है वो अपार्टमेंट बिल्डिंग बेच रहे हैं. एंड आई वुड थिंक दैट दिस इज व्हाट इज दिस नीड्स टू बी फिक्स्ड एंड आई वुड लव टू डू इट. आई वुड लव टू फिगर इट आउट. And at that age, I wanted to go into advertising. And not for a moment did my father say, this is not what you're supposed to do. And he encouraged me. And from the age of 16, हर साल मैं जो हूँ गर्मियों की छुट्टियों में जो है कभी इंटरफ्लो में इंटर्नशिप कर रहा हूँ, कभी मैनहट्टन लियो बर्नेट में कर रहा हूँ, कभी जो है मतलब कि आई इंटर्न विद आसिम रज़ा learning filmmaking. I went to Arshad Mahmood to learn a bit about music because that plays its own part. And then I ended up in Indus Valley. I spent 4 years there. I graduated. And then I ended up at an advertising agency as an art director. So my first job, I'm an art director, and I'm sitting over here now. I'm doing it for the passion. I'm doing it to achieve a certain amount of excellence and take the industry forward. I mean, it's not it's not
make your own dent in the universe, as they would say.
Yeah,
to make a mark, right?
It's not actually. I'd like to make a distinction. It's not about making your mark.
Okay.
It's about improving the standard. It's about playing your part. It's not making your mark, it's playing your part.
Absolutely.
Playing a part. It's not about me, it's about the effort, the work. मेरे लिए मतलब कि मैं अक्सर जब किसी डिज़ाइनर को हायर करता हूँ और जब वो स्टूडियो में आते हैं मैं उनसे एक सवाल करता हूँ. मैं उनसे पूछता हूँ, इज़ द डिज़ाइनर बिगर और इज़ द डिज़ाइनर बिगर और इज़ द डिज़ाइन बिगर? Because अगर हम दुनिया में देखें तो there are people who like to wear certain designer brands because उसके ऊपर वो they're literally branded.
And they're like a walking billboard.
Yeah, yes, and I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to be branded as someone else. So I would ask our designers this question: is design bigger or is the designer bigger? Because for me, it is always design that's going to be bigger because that's what is going to go out there and become a part of the lives of the people that you're serving. Because at the end of the day, the difference between art and design is there is a client and the client has a need, and that need needs to be addressed. That problem needs to be solved.
And I think if we apply that to Habit, the furniture store, the home store, It's that fine line where aesthetics meets functionality, because you're designing for people who would want these beautiful items. You're making their dreams come true. जैसे उन्होंने सोचा था कि मेरा ideal घर ऐसा होना चाहिए, मेरा lounge ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. You're even getting into designing bespoke kitchens for them. So the idea is to be a part of their dream.
मैं इसको एक और तरीके से लेता हूँ, मतलब कि so the fine line that we try and pursue inside habit. Now, outside we say that we are the complete home store, but inside our ethos is we are the homemaker's life partner.
What
So
an
there's
interesting line. There's a bit of wordplay happening there, huh? The homemaker's life partner.
We are the homemakers.
बेचारा husband क्या करे फिर?
Who says the husband can't be the homemaker?
मुझे लगा husband सिर्फ पैसे दे और homemaker आके इस life partner के साथ चीजें choose करे और ले जाए.
नहीं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. अच्छा, अब हम 1 मिनट के लिए we'll just so while I have made the distinction that the homemaker can be anyone, any gender.
Yes.
तो इसको हम 1 सेकेंड के लिए पार्क कर देते हैं. हमारे यहाँ सब कॉन्टिनेंट के अंदर that role belongs to the mother. Now what happens? Now let's take a minute and let's try and understand the life of a mother as a homemaker. In the morning, everyone's gonna leave.
बिल्कुल.
चाहे वो बच्चे हों या कोई काम करने जा रहा है, they're gonna leave. And they're gonna leave behind a mess. And they're gonna come back. And when they come back, they're gonna bring all of their stresses, and they're gonna have their own issues that they're dealing with.
बिल्कुल.
And their expectation is going to be, now that we're home, everything should work. Everything should be in its place, and everything should be served on time. And literally the home, what makes a house a home is that functionality, that soft layer, you know.
And that smoothness, everything is just flowing.
So there are two bones and there is cartilage in between.
Yeah.
So the bones rub against each other, it's a disaster. So the cartilage, what makes the house a home? It's what the homemaker is doing behind the scenes to live up, and she is doing it out of a passion because she wants her household and everyone in it to be happy, and that happiness is going to draw from the fact that when they come back, everything is in its place, and जो भी उनके stresses थे दिन के, वो जो लेकर आए, they are removed, reset, and ready to go out the next day. So what we say internally is that if we can be the homemaker's life partner in helping her run her house as a home, then that is the foundation of a functioning society, because when those people go out refreshed, reset, then they can take the world forward, manage their stress, because there is no stress when they go out the next day again, because they're refreshed.
Bilkul, and they're inspired to do more as well.